Again, it's been an intense day. We had the OC Season 12 Championship earlier this morning. Now we're wrapping up with the WardiTV Monday. And then we gotta wake up in the morning for the Pigastorm Monday as well. Here we go. As we jump into our grand finals, and spawning in the bottom, or in the top left-hand corner of Whispers of Gold, we have the French Terran player, the Red Terran, representing Team Liquid. It is Clem. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Protoss player, the Blue Protoss. It is herO. And if you're in the chat, predictions are now open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as we jump into game number 1, the start of the series. Here we go. Los Tremor 10 minutes ago in Lima. Ay, cuidado, papi, cuidado. Cuídate. Este pass. Okay. I hope everyone is safe. Hope everyone is okay. Perfect way to start my Sunday morning. I guess perfect way to start our Tuesday morning, I suppose. As technically we've clocked over to Tuesday. True. Man, it's been a great Monday. A lot of StarCraft. As always. I believe we have 2 broadcasts tomorrow as well. Yeah, we have OSC. Yeah, we have OSC King of the Hill as well. But I'm looking forward to this week, as we should have some more time to actually ladder, to stream, to play some StarCrafts. It's going to be a lot of fun. As we do have our openers here. It's going to be an economic open out of Clem. It's going to be a Rax expand. Economic start from our Terran player. Meanwhile, herO opening up Zealot first. Interesting. The goal... Oh, okay, does cancel. Does cancel the Zealots. Just making sure he doesn't get cheesed out. Just make sure he doesn't get proxied. There's no eBay block. There's no bunker. With that, herO expands. Standard opener out of herO, going Gate Cybercore into Nexus. Meanwhile, economic opener out of Clem. Nothing crazy, nothing wild. Seems like more than a tremor. Tremore. Ah, no. Este ahí está. God damn it. Ahí está. I'm not gonna take the bait. I'm not gonna take it. That's good though. That's good. Este ahí está. That's now though. 2 probes. 2 workers go down. Two workers go down. Behind this, Clem getting 2 additional Raxes. Interesting. Now, what's important is that Hallucination does confirm this, but what's happening here is that Clem is going for a 2nd Rax before the starport. He's going for a 2-1-1 setup. He might even go for a 3rd Rax as well. Meanwhile, we have our take of choice, Stargate play. Stargate on this map on Whispers is crazy, by the way, especially with Clem going for a 2-1-1. Uh-oh. So with this earlier Rax, we should be seeing early stim. So early stim timing here out of Clem against Phoenix is going to be wild. Meanwhile, here he does hallucinate that Colossus, pushing up the ramp. Going for the add-on. Boys are being pulled. Here he denies some mining time, and I believe here he does confirm. He does confirm the scouts. Getting a couple of Marines. He gets 1, he gets 2, he gets 3. Oh my god, very nice pickoffs. Takes down all 4 Marines, but the lock-on is brutal. Ooh, takes down a Stalker. And with the arrival of the Cyclone, here he has to get the hell out of here. He has to pull away. He has to race back home. And Clem, he's going for a 2-way soul in. He's setting up for a 2-way soul in here. That is a 3rd Rax before the starport. So very, very aggressive here by Clem. Here he doesn't open up Phoenix. He goes Oracle first into a Twilight Council. Ooh, this is gonna be rough. So basically what's happening here is that the opener, the tech of choice, is to harass. True, with the Oracle. It is to harass, is to move out. But this delays the Twilight Council, it delays Blink, it delays Charge, it delays the Gateway follow-up here. And I'm concerned that, again, that's gonna be even worse when it comes to defending against the initial stim timing. As stim is on the way. Stim is on the way, tanks are amassing as well. It is going to be charge initially here for herO. Also, I think that Stalker is stuck, at least for now. It feels Stalker, man. How did it get there? Like, did we just like warp in the wrong location? Like, what happened? I don't know. I missed that. Feel Stalker, man. Hallucination does confirm the starport is just now on the way, so herO knows that a push is coming. Now, Charge is going to be ideal defensively, more so than Blink. Blink would have been a tough hold. Charge is going to be a little bit better, depending on how many Zealots herO is able to morph in time. Speaking of, Zealots are amassing. Now, because we have a starport alongside this, I don't believe Clem is going to pull the boys. I don't believe he's going to pull them. He can, but typically if we pull them, we just ignore the starport and we just commit. So Stim is about to finish up. Likewise, Clem keeping up with the Oracle. Yeah, Cyclone coming for the lock-on. Oh, can he bring it down? He scans. And he doesn't. Oh no, the Oracle barely escapes. 4 HP, 1 shot away from going down. He wastes a scan. Whew. herO gets away, and here comes a push. Stasis traps are gonna slow him down. Not bad. Nice stasis. Stasis does connect. Clem is gonna commit. So behind this, getting a 3rd CC, but this will delay him. The Oracle likewise hits the mineral line, keeping those reinforcements back home. Clem, by the time he moves out, here come those Elsa. Tank is exposed. Yeah, Clem just getting picked apart. herO collapsing on the army. And Clem has to get the hell out of here. Has to pull back home. Now, I don't see herO breaking this defensive position, but herO at least gains map control. And this means that herO can freely now saturate his 3rd base, take his gases, get a 4th base as well, and tech up into Colossus. herO, he has survived. He survived the sim timing. herO, he's gone away with it. He's looking good, and he will soon expand. Another revelation. Another revelation on the army. There's that 4th base. Now herO is settling into Blink, into a 2nd Forge, into the Bay, into Colossus. Clem, here we go. This time he pulls the boys. 2 base all in. 3rd CC just for show. Yeah, it's just there for show. Clem, he's going for the kill. I mean, he knows that herO is vulnerable. I didn't think he was going to pull the boys, but nah, never mind. He commits. So it's all in here for Clem. Likewise, nice choke point. Zealots are going to be shot down. Oh my god, the choke point is brutal. herO's in trouble. herO's in a lot of trouble here. The boys did a great job there just choking it up and just buffering. And Clem is going for the kill. Nice force fields. Does delay. Workers, they evacuate. They head over towards the 4th base. Likewise, Clem, he pulls back the boys just in case. Up. Never goes up. But Clem is going to try to macro out of this. Again, those force fields delay a little bit too long. He pulls the boys back. Pulls them back in. Takes down the 3rd. Now he's going for the 4th. And he's going for the 4th expansion. Here he cannot defend. He will not hold on. And I'll be honest, Clem, he just killed the 3rd, he just killed the 4th. If he still had the boys with his army, he could probably break the natural. I'll be honest. I'll be honest. Could have probably broken the natural. Colossus just now arrives. And herO, he's in a dire position. I had assumed that he had gotten away, and I assumed that he had gotten away with his build. But, I mean, Clem he just went for it. He just sent it back. Oh. Nice Nova. Nova goes off. Good connection, but Clem is going to overwhelm. At this point, he's just overwhelming herO. herO, he's keeping up. Trying to hold on, trying to survive. Clem going to stim forward. He's got to feel the Widowmines behind this. Colossus comes in. Nova goes up. Does graze the army. Does graze one of the Widowmines. Tanks, thankfully, are barely out of range of the expansion. And Clem pulls away. Doesn't like what he sees. Does pull away. Slowing things down. Claiming his 3rd. I mean, Clem is ahead, right? The reality here is that Clem, he is in a better position. has a larger army, better economy. He can work towards a 4th CC, get into Vikings. There's no rush for Clem, is what I'm getting at. Clem doesn't have to force the issue. Take it slow. Going for a job into the main. Distracting herO. He does get in. And here he just doesn't have the supply. He's being pulled apart. 5 pro kills. Clem looking for a way in. And shall say Pablo, they shut down the Zealots. Ooh, they shut down the Stalkers. Yeah, better trade for Clem. Does that trade? Does evacuate. Barely pulls away with the Metamax. 3 HP. Does pull out. And Clem is going to be the first to max. Going to be the first to max out. And he's teching. He's going for the Ghost Academy, 4th CC. Clem, he's not going to try to go for the kill. Now, on the one hand, it means that, you know, when you're ahead, get further ahead. So Clem is just securing himself. At the same time, herO has potential. Why? Oh, let's see. I'll take a mine to the face. The Widow Mines. Widow Mines, they can allow herO to fight back, to surpass even a greater army. With some well-placed Novas, herO he can recover. herO is in a worse position, but he has potential. Going for a Zealot run by. Does miss the Doom drop. Uh-oh. Nothing in position. He could try to recall. Does miss the army. Clem, he knows. He sees an opening. He's going for it. He's going for the dive. He scans. Massive Doom drop. And herO, he has to race back. He goes for the recall. For the Immortals, the Colossus are going to be exposed. Yeah, the expansion goes down. Clem, he pulls away. Pulls away. Doesn't lose any Metavacs. Likewise, herO pulled back into the main, and now the third base and the 4th, they're going to fall. That's cutting into the Widow Mines. The Zealots, they just crumble. Colossus, they rally in into the Vikings. And hero's just getting picked apart. Left and right. Disruptor falls as well. No Novas. And Clem, he's going to overwhelm. He's just going to overwhelm here and now. Breaks through Disruptors, takes 1 Nova to the face. Takes down the Colossus, and there's nothing left. There's a handful of Stalkers, handful of Zealots. It is enough to force a pick up. Whew. herO, he's holding. He's barely holding on. He's surviving for a little bit longer as the rally continues. You could argue too much supply in Metavacs and too much supply in Vikings, but overall, Clem's still in a better position, getting a 4th base. Never doesn't connect. Oh, nice EMP, takes down the Disruptor. Takes him down. Likewise, getting a 2nd Disruptor as well. And Clem is just out trading herO at this point. Just having fun with the army, landing the Vikings, breaks through the Zealots, and takes down the Immortals. There's 1 Immortal remaining. That's all that's left of the main army. And with that, GG gets called. Clem, he will take game number 1. Whew. GG. GG, well played. Again, Clem, he went for a 3-1-1 setup, went for a very late starport, went into a faster stim timing with a heavy bio army, so a very aggressive build there by Clem, and we saw that herO, initially, he deflected the first push. I was very impressed. He was able to get some stasis traps, he got on top of the tank, he deflected the first wave, and then Clem, he evacuated with most of his army. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna just pull the boys. And I'll just pull the boys. I'll commit to a 2nd push instead. And herO, he was not out of the woods. He was overwhelmed. GG. GG, well played. The game did end then and there. The game continued from that point, but herO, he lost 2 bases. He lost a 3rd base, he lost a 4th base. He bled out most of his army. He wasn't able to recover from that moment. He tried to, and he almost did. With those Disruptors, he had potential, but alas, wasn't quite able to recover. And with that, Clem takes the lead. Clem does take a lead, and now we're getting into game number 2. I love that emote. It's beautiful. It's a platypus, Fabi. It's a platypus. Cranky for Degen is the best, though. I mean, we have a lot of really nice emotes. Shout out to Shura. Shura was the artist, the designer that made them. I'm a fan of the Bedge, and a Cranky for Bedge, and also Cranky for Ramen. We don't get many opportunities for the ramen emote, but I love it nonetheless. It's beautiful. He's so satisfied eating that ramen. Ah, makes me want to eat some food. But here we go. We're getting to our next game, and spawning in the top right-hand corner of Amygdala, we have our French Terran player, the Red Terran representing Team Liquid, leading the series 1-0, going for a proxy across the map. It is Clem. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, down in the series. We'll see if we can bounce back and make a series out of this. It is herO. As here comes that initial proxy. And the Rax is on the way. This looks like a regular Proxy Reaper. So Proxy Reaper does typically lead into bunkers behind the mineral line and a bit of a disrupted economy. Gases are on the way. I'm making the assumption that we don't go for a Proxy Marauder. If we did, I'm pretty sure that we would get a second Rax alongside this. So it should just be a way to try to get an economic lead over his opponent. As the Rax is finishing up. herO looking to expand, does check the natural just in case. Confirms there's no proxy behind the mineral line, but instead is at the third. SCV comes in, we're looking for the bunker. Now Probe will chase. Probe will chase away. Clem, ideally he wants that worker to stop chasing the SCV. Yep, there we go. And Clem, he can try to double back and throw down that bunker. Actually, never mind, goes back home. Okay. Does race back home, Reaper's on the way. Back at home, we do have our factory follow-up. And again, the goal here is to get some economic damage, to get some probe kills, to wreak havoc. Let's go. Oh, that was a bit. Boys are being pulled. So far, nice damage here by Clem. But the Adept has arrived, and with that herO, he should hold. He should hold on. He will chase down the Reaper. Ooh, just barely. Reaper goes down. Nice pick up. Does get the Reaper. And, ooh, Clem. He's going for a 1-1-1. Okay, he's going for a very late CC. That is a CC after the starport, so very aggressive build here by Clem. With this, I'm curious if he's going to go for drop play or something different. Tech Lab is finishing. Early Cyclone. I'm feeling the medevac. Clem, he should be moving out. With those Cyclones, with those medevacs, with that drop. Back at home is going to be a Twilight Counter opener out of herO. I believe Clem did not see the tech. He does not know what herO's up to. Starport is now done. Going for another Axe. And interesting, we're not going for the medevac yet. We're going for the reactor first instead. Reactor first. But again, a much more aggressive build and an aggressive setup here from Clem. Back at home, herO playing safe. He's on patrol. Oh, we've got the Adepts. We've got the Stalker. Waiting for anything to come at us. And Clem, his tank production is just so fast here. The CC isn't even done, and he's already halfway through the first tank. Again, earlier Tech Lab, into Cyclone, into tank production. Into his 3-1-1. And we're waiting for the eventual move out. Most likely, Clem is going to be pushing with, I want to say, 3 tanks. Should be able to get up to 3. Let's go Banshee as well. No shot. herO takes the third. Raven. Okay. Going tank Raven. Building up his bio. Not going for the earlier stim timing. Just building up more Marines. Let's see where this leads. But now here's just being very passive. It was 2 gate blink for those who are curious. 2 gate blink into a third, so very greedy, very economic build here by herO, as he foregoes extra stalkers and any kind of aggression in favor of a faster third base. So very greedy, very economic. And we'll see how he fares against the eventual move out. So Clem is getting into his third tank. There's the add-on solve. This should be for stim. There we go, stim is on the way. And once stim finishes, then Clem can push. And herO sees everything. He sees the setup, he sees the early tanks, he's the stim timing. I assumed that Clem was going to be more aggressive here, but this is a really defensive setup, at least currently. And herO is getting away with greed. Like herO, he's been very, very greedy here. He's getting away with it. So I do like herO's position right now, at least. But we'll see if he has enough to hold on. Raven comes in, picks away at the mineral line. Very soon to finish. First 2 medevacs are on the way. It's going to be close. herO, he should have charge and +1 in time for the attack. I don't know if we'll have the first Colossus, though. It's going to be a closer one. Now, the question becomes, does Clem pull the boys with this? Did pull the boys last game, but the rush distance by ground on Amygdala is very long, actually. It's a lot longer, so most likely Clem should be expanding as he pushes out. That's what we're expecting. Speaking of, Clem, he has the money for it. Yep, there it is, CC. So he will expand. He will expand behind this. Medevacs have arrived. Sim is done. And Clem, he cannot break out. Ooh, okay. He's not going for a push. He's only going for drop play. Oh, no, sorry, my apologies. He's actually coming in from behind. Wants to catch out these stalkers. The goal here is to bait out a blink. Is to force the stalkers to blink backwards here towards the army. There's a blink. And here comes the stim. Yeah, massive catch. Every stalker is going to go down. A very nice trap here from Clem, catching every single stalker. One barely escapes. And now it's go time. Now it's go time for Clem. He unsieges, sends everything across the map. Back at home here, he has 1 Colossus. He has 1 Colossus to defend. More reinforcements on the way. There's some auto towers here behind the mineral line, catching up 4 probes. Tanks there moving in, and they're getting within range. Yeah, massive tank shots going up. Oh my god. Mainly on the Zealots. Second Colossus on the way. It's almost here. Now getting within range. Colossus moving in. There's that second Colossi. But the base taking a lot of hits. He has to commit. Might just going up on the Zealots. Decent force fields locking down 2 of those Marauders. Yeah, the Marauder count is getting low. Not a lot of Marauders left. The expansion is getting very low here. Charge is done. He dives in. Zealots are going to go down when he gets every single tank. And with that, herO, he holds. Whew. He does hold on. Cleans up the Marauders, cleans up the tanks. The Marines, they cannot defend. They cannot keep up. herO, he holds on. Saves the 4th base. Oh my god. I get a very aggressive push there from Clem. He almost broke the expansion. And herO's in a better position. He's in a better position here. He does preserve every one of his Colossi. He's getting a 3rd one. 2nd Robo's on the way for Disruptors. So he finds the Observer. Does find it. And as we get into the mid game, I do prefer herO's position. He's got more Colossus. He's now getting to Disruptors. He maintains a 4-base economy. Things are looking better for herO. Clem on the flip side didn't do enough damage. And now he has to back off, get into Viking production, get his 3rd base up running, get a 4th CC. Build up towards Ghost eventually. Clem, he was hoping for a little bit more there. Hoping for more. I mean, hey, he almost got the base. Almost. With that herO taking another expansion. Again, he's expanding towards Clem. Getting a 5th. He's making 2 disruptors at a time. And hero's going to have a terrifying army soon with Mass Disruptor and Colossus. A lot of it will come down to the control, but Clem isn't really set up against all these disruptors that are coming his way. Not yet. Working towards 2-2. Now getting another command center. herO should be the first to max out. Once he's done, he can start pushing. And the goal for herO shouldn't really be to break the defending Terran player. He might be able to, but really the goal should be to deny the 4th. You can see the Adepts in position, just deny the 4th base and contain the Terran on 3 bases for as long as possible. That should be the win condition for herO. Just contain the Terran. Likewise, herO, he's staying on a very low gas count, intentionally so he can reinforce with mainly Zealots. It's a very cheap army. Gas, of course, being spent on Disruptors. And hero's maxed. Here he's maxed. You can see he's in position. He has the Adept towards the top side. He has Zealot towards the right. And he has a Stalker here checking the gold. And here he's waiting for the expansion. Moving in. Now again, herO, he doesn't have to try to break the defensive line. Scan reveals the army. EMP pops up. So I'll say they commit to the fight. Ooh. Yeah, brutal mine shots. Zalsay gets softened up. Vikings, they kite well. They take down the first Colossus. Barely not. Colossus does survive. And Clem is being zoned away towards his own natural. Disruptors moving in. Nova's popping up. Up. Massive connection. Yeah, Marauders are going down. And here he's just out trading Clem. I didn't think he needed to push in. I still don't think he needs to, but hey, he's trading well. Doing well regardless. Just pitting Clem to his own natural, cornering him. And we're waiting for those Novas. Until them get sent out. Ooh, brutal connections. And Clem is being overwhelmed. Again, that first move out needs to do more. GG gets called, and herO, he ties up the series 1-1. We're going to game 3. GG. We have a series, we have a back and forth. Again, it was a very intense defense out of herO to be able to hold on to that 4th base. Again, an aggressive build out of Clem. Because of that, Clem, he had to do more damage. He delayed his natural, he delayed his 3rd base, he delayed his economy to break the 4th, and he didn't do so. He didn't break the 4th base. From that moment onward, herO was in a better position. If Clem had maybe traded a little bit better, if he had maybe killed a Colossus or 2, then it would have been fine, and we could have continued. But he didn't. Didn't kill a Colossus, did not kill the base. With that, herO snowballed out of control. He didn't have to push in, but herO, he was able to wedge himself in between the natural and the 3rd, and just bully Clem further back into the natural. GG. GG, well played. With that, we are tied up, and now we're getting into the 3rd game. As a reminder, this is the best of 5. Best of 5. Plenty of games ahead of us. Plenty more games to come. We'll see what direction our players take us in. Where are we headed? Where are we dropping? Where are we dropping? Oh, Esther Lunacy in the chat. Ga, baby, ga. Annyeong haseyo, baby. Annyeong. Yo. I'm looking at the bracket right now, Luna. I'm looking at the bracket, and do you know what I see? I see Rebellion, I see Ateshi, I see Rainy Hour. I don't see Lunacy. I see Farmy as well. I see Farmy. Where's my Lunacy pack? Ay. Good to see you, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. For those that are curious, Lunacy is a Korean Protoss player. He's pretty good. It's pretty good. Oh shit, speaking of Rebellion, look at that, got my stats. Oh my god. Here we go, we get into our next game. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of King's Cove, we have our French Terran player, our red Terran, representing Team Liquid, being forced into a tied series. It is Clem. And spawning into the top left-hand corner, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, tying up the series 1-1. It is herO. We go. But good to see you, Lunacy. Good to see you. Always, always. I'm just teasing, But now though, we're going to be settling into King's Cove. King's Cove is one of the more vetoed maps in the map pool. It's very much so vetoed very often. It is a very large map, and honestly, does lead into very long games. The reasoning for this is because the natural is very defendable, and so is the third. Unlike on other maps, I guess this is a little bit similar to Abyssal Reef, a little bit, but there's a very narrow ramp coming into the natural, so this is a very defendable location. Imagine trying to push up this ramp as a bio player and just being force fielded. You can just force field the ramp, you can just cut up the army. There's going to be a greater concave and a greater defensive setup here on top of the ramp as well. It goes both ways, so very difficult to break a natural. Likewise, here at the third location, also a ramp coming into the third, and also applicable here, having the better defensive setup, the better concave, shield batteries, high ground vision as well. Very difficult to break a player on 2 or 3 bases. As a result, we often see longer and later games. Not just because these bases are defendable, but also the rush distance by ground. It's just a very large map. It's big. It's a very large map, long rush distance by ground. You can win a fight on your side of the map, counterattack, and by the time your army gets across the map, your opponent has defenses. Your opponent has reinforcements and they defend. So it's very difficult to maintain momentum on King's Cove and try to end the game early. So we often see a lot of mid to late game, and we see a lot of contention around the 4th base. Unlike the natural and the third, the 4th base location, whether it's the center 4th or the linear 4th base, are more exposed. You can see here it's very wide open, very exposed, a lot of angles of attack. And this is usually where a lot of fighting occurs, at either 4th base. That's usually the case. Not always, but that's kind of what we expect out of King's Cove. Meanwhile, we do have our openers. Going for the add-on swap. Initially faster CC from Clem, so economic opener out of our Terran player, now taking his second gas into his 1-1-1. Meanwhile, herO going for his Twilight Council, his tech of choice. Now, it is not uncommon to see Stargate play on King's Cove, so it's important that Clem did confirm. He went into the main, he got eyes on the Twilight Council. So really important here for Clem. Now he knows it's going to be Blink. So Blink opener out of herO. We expect 2-gate Blink into a third. Last game, that's what we saw on Amygdala. We expect that here on King's Cove. We expect a greedy economic build by herO, as it's hard to be aggressive. It is hard to be aggressive. Here he's walling up. He's going to be securing himself. Likewise, back at home, Clem going for his Admiral Swap here into an earlier Tech Lab. Interesting. Going for an early Hellion drop. Sorry, early Widowmine drop. Very committed. 4 Widowmines here for Clem. Going into Cloak Banshee. So much more assertive start. Does make his way across the map. Then rotating in. Here he does have some decent SimCity here. Hopefully he can wall off in time to defend against the Hellions. Sorg's in position. Ooh, Mind Drop is deflected. Good stuff for herO. Likewise, herO gets eyes on the Hellions, zones them away. Does zone them back. And herO defends. Here he does defend, initially at least, catching out the Reaper. Forcing back Clem, Blink is revealed. And herO takes a third. Was 3-gate Blink. 3-gate Blink into a third base. So safe play out of herO, it pays off. Meanwhile, Clem back at home is going to commit a little bit harder here. We're building up those Banshees. We have the first Banshee on the left-hand side, but there is already detection for herO. He plays it safe. Stalker's moving in, Observer's on the way. So far, there are 2 observers, one towards the top side, one towards the center. Cloak is now done. And here he's somewhat in position. Somewhat. Does respond. Probe's going to be going down. Getting up to 3, getting up to 4 workers so far. 4 probes to 1 Banshee. That is okay damage, but ideally you want more. Ideally you want up to, what, 6, 7 worker kills. Bearing in mind, that wasn't just a Banshee, that was Cloak being researched as well. As that also delays other tech, it delays stim, delays other tank production. Second Banshee's moving in. This time hero's in position. This time hero's ready. Clem is getting his 3rd TC. As he gets 2 more probes for the bench. Again, not quite worth it for Clem. So I do favor herO in this position. herO, he has a faster 3rd base, he has better saturation. He shuts down the initial opener, the initial Widowmine drop, and the Banshees as well haven't really done any damage. Well, they haven't done enough. But Clem's not out of this. He's not out of this yet. As herO moves out, Widowmine drop comes back. Widowmines that have returned, one of them waddling into the middle line. Actually staying at the 4th. Other does drop in. Oh! And here he's committing. Now, we've been here before. Just like the last game, I don't think herO has to break the natural, but he's going for it. I mean, the tanks are exposed. Oh. Tanks are exposed. No bunker. No Sim City. Tanks. Nothing siege. Yeah, tanks are going to go down. Oh my god, they get shut down completely. And here he's going for the kill. Boys are being pulled. SCVs are going down. Nice force field, just avoids the main army, and GG gets called. herO, he will take game number 3 and take a lead in the series. GG. Oh my god. GG, well played. Unfortunate timing there, Clem. He just lifted the CC, he just unsieged, he was not ready for a fight, and he got caught with his pants down. herO just went straight for the kill, straight for the win. Again, it was a better start for herO. We did mention that Clem, he did delay a lot in favor of Widowmine drop and Banshee harass, and it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. With the failed early game aggression out of Clem, he did fall behind. He was a little bit vulnerable, but alongside that, it coincided with, you know, lifting up the CC, which means there was an opening at the natural and unsieging those tanks as well. Got completely caught out, and with that, herO, he overwhelmed. GG. GG, well played. herO does overwhelm, and herO, he is 1 game away from claiming the entire series. Now, I'm hoping for an ace match. I'm hoping for a game 5, but the pressure is now on Clem. Can Clem bounce back? Can he force the ace match? Game 4 is going to be on El Dorado. Be loading into El Dorado. We'll see how this ends. As spawning in the bottom right hand corner of El Dorado, we have our French Terran player, the Red Terran, representing Team Liquid. Down in the series, the pressure's on. He has to fight back here and now to force the ace match. It is Clem. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the South Korean Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, leading the series 2-1. 1 game away from claiming the series. Currently teamless, by the way. Deserving to be on the team. It is herO. Here we go. Again, as of last week, herO, he is a free agent. We were discussing during the podcast how currently Team Vitality is looking for a 3rd member. herO, we could see Vitality herO. Could happen. Could happen. Again, if and when EWC gets announced, herO is definitely going to be, I'm sure, getting a lot of offers, as he is the best offline Protoss player in the world, if not the best Protoss in the world, period. Can make an argument. As he is going to be scouting, checks the 3rd location, checks the linear 3rd, checks the center 3rd as well. Hero Duck. No, shut. No. We can never dream to afford Hero. No. Maybe one day. One day. I'd like to have a pro team again. Like, to properly, like, salary players and all that stuff, but maybe one day if we grow up, grow a little bit more, potentially, bring it back. So now we do have it here, just going for a standard opener, just Gate, Cyber, Expand. Likewise, Clem going for his own opener as well, just going for a Rack Expand into a much later second Gas Geyser. A much more economic start here by Clem. Much more economic. So we're slowing things down here. We're not being anywhere near as aggressive as we were last time. We have our tech of choice here, going for his Twilight Council into Blink. Question becomes, how many gateways? Does it go 2-gate Blink, or 3, or even 4? We're expecting 3-gate Blink. It's just a very safe way to play, especially on a map as unorthodox as El Dorado. Safe play is what we expect to see. We'll keep an eye on Hero. Does always try to do the unexpected. That's who he be. Players are securing themselves. We have our 1-1-1 at a Clem, most likely just going for a Widowmine drop, assuming we go for a Widowmine after that Hellion. We'll keep an eye on Clem. Meanwhile, here he opens up the third. Okay. Mines through the gold minerals, and this is one of the big features, of course, of El Dorado is the triangular third, the potential triangular third base, as you can expand it towards your opponent and gain access to the gold bases. There's the, of course, gold base closest to your main base, and the gold base here in the center of the map as well. So there are these 2 golds that Hero will have access to. Meanwhile, here comes that drop across the map, not going for a mine drop, going for a marine drop instead. And this is a little bit more committed. The goal here is to get economic damage, to focus on as many probes as possible. These are vanilla marines. They get spotted by the probe. Here he responds. And he zones away. Does zone away. Hellions towards that natural. Clem going for a multi-prone aggression. Here is distracted. Yeah, here's not in position. And Hellions, they're going for the middle line. 3 Hellions, they can one-shot probes. They can and they will. Yeah, probes are going down. Brutal damage. Boys are being got out. They're being pulled, and they're all going to go down. This is game ending even. 14 probes. 14 workers do fall. 16 probes. Oh, and before the game can really begin, I mean, the medevac does go down, but that is brutal. That is the entire mineral line getting roasted. And just like that, Clem takes the lead. Clem takes the lead. All he has to survive. Here he's being forced into an all-in. He has to counterattack. He has to move out. He has to do some kind of damage, and it's all on Clem to survive. Second bunker's on the way. Second bunker tells us he knows. He knows that a massive army's coming, and just has to hold. To win the game, he just has to hold on here and now. Tank has arrived. Boys are being pulled to repair. Bunker's being filled up. Observer gets caught. Nice sniper on the Raven. Raven goes down. Another warp in. Again, 3 gateways behind this. Going for a 4th gateway as well. Proxy 4th gate. He wants a bunker. One more volley. He gets it. He gets 1. Can he get both? Oh, one Omas here as he barely does not get it. The repairs are too good. Clem's holding. Clem is holding on. The master repair was just a little bit too good here. Second tank has arrived. Snipes the observer. Boys are being pulled. As he dives in, gets one of the tanks. Oh god. Gets one tank, he gets punished though. Stalkers are going down. Nice control, blinks away. Can't get too close. Cannot dive too far in. You can see here trying to bait out the tank shots. Does go up. Here rotating over, takes out the bunker. Not bad. Bunker goes down, diving into the mineral line. Boys are being pulled. Second tank has arrived. And this is okay damage, but here he needs more. Remember, behind this, never expanded. Never took a third. Just 2 base all in. We're bringing 4 units at a time. But now there are 2 tanks. He's going for the dive once again. He barely does it. No, he doesn't get it. Doesn't get the tank. Clem holds. Yeah, Clem is holding. The Zakbo is brutal. Oh my god. It's not worth it here. Hero's going to lose everything. Every stalker goes down. GG gets called, and Clem, he will tie the series. We are going to the ace match. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Again, Clem, he was able to get 16 probe kills. That is an entire mineral line worth of workers. What does it take to kill a worker? 3 Hellions. 3 Hellions, they one-shot a probe, and we did see herO pull into the Hellions as well. So he lost everything. He lost everything. He was forced into an all-in, and with that, GG. GG, well played. Clem, he was able to hold on, threw down 2 bunkers, barely was able to repair his tanks, repair the bunkers as well, bought time, and with that, GG. Did snowball out of control, and now we're going all the way to the ace match. Let's go. We're going to the ace match. It all ends here. It all ends in game 5. Dolan, herO, and Light? No. Dolan, herO, and Eric. How could you forget Eric, Papi? Eric, Let's go. As spawning in the top right-hand corner, of ley lines, we have our South Korean Terran player, the Red Terran, representing Team Liquid. Bringing us back here and forcing the ace match. Can he go all the way? Momentum is on his side. Representing Team Liquid, it is a Clem. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, being forced into the ace match. Can he bring it back? It is herO. Here we go. Tesagi. Kappa. But again, unfortunately, herO, he just didn't see the Hellions. He wasn't aware that he would have to defend against the drop and Hellions at the same time. So herO was just out of position. He was pulled out of position. He was pulled apart. And with that, Clem did snowball into a win. Meanwhile, we do switch things up. Clem opening up double gas. Double gas open out of Clem. This can lead into early Cyclone, can lead into early Tank, early Banshee, Reaper Hellion, or Reacted Reaper Hellion. We'll see what Clem goes for. As Clem, he has been mixing up his openers quite a bit. He has been mixing it up. We have seen a lot of variety so far when it comes to the opening builds of Clem. herO back at home, Gate, Cybercore into the expansion, into the natural. So far, so good. It's building up. Factory's on the way. There's expansion for herO. Well, what I want to see here is the add-ons. Do we go for the early Reactor? We do not. It's going to be Reaper into a second Reaper here for Clem, most likely opening up Hellion, but the follow-up here is what I'm most curious by. Reaper moves out, making his way across the map. Let's make his way across. Counters the initial sentry. Sentry should hold its own. There's that Hellion. And we have a star. Oh my god. We have a Stargate opener. That is a bold move here by herO. He's going for the Stargate opener. Clem, the scout, is denied. He does not know yet. He's unaware. Behind this, going for a Widowmine drop initially. So Hellion into Widowmine. And Clem, he needs to figure out what's going on. He needs to scout this to punish. As it can be really risky, very risky here to open up Stargate. On Clem the scout, does dive in, going for the sentry. Sentry is going to fall. Massive pickup. Wars were pulled. And likewise, does get a probe. More importantly, gets behind the mineral line and scouts the opener. Stargate into Phoenix. Clem knows. He sees, he knows what's going on, is aware. And behind this, we need Cyclones, we need Vikings. Mine Shot doesn't get baited out. Now this time, Phoenixes are going to be amassing. And here we go. The anti-air production has begun. There's that Cyclone alongside a Medevac. herO moving out ahead of time, being very aggressive early on. Now he's aware of that Widow Mine, and I imagine that's what the probe is for. Bait out the mine shots. Yep, probe is moving in. Widow Mine does back off. And where's that Widow Mine? The probe wants it. Does commit in. Widow Mine gets spotted. And so far, Clem, he does hold. Does pushes back. Nice lift. But the Cyclone has ride. Phoenix goes down. Massive pickup. And Clem defends. Does defend. Hop pick up there. Saves the Cyclone. Doesn't get picked up. Doesn't get lifted by the Phoenixes, I mean. Oh. Clem is holding. Behind this, going to earlier stim. Earlier Marauder production as well. He's building up to eventually break out. Back at home, herO takes his gases before the third base, so delayed economy here for herO. For what? For a faster Bay and faster Colossus production. So very safe play out of herO. There is a give and take. It doesn't mean that his economy is going to be delayed. It's going to be much later. A slower growth of his army, but faster Colossus instead. And we'll see if it pays off. But now he's just trying to maintain map control, keeping him pinned back. Pinned. Just waiting for the upgrades. Once Stim finishes, then Clem can actually break out and move out across the map. And we'll see if herO can hold. We'll see if he can survive this. So building on more Marauders. Scan at the natural, doesn't see much. Gets eyes on... actually he sees the delayed Twilight Council. Okay, that's a tell. So because the Twilight Council is so late, I mean, he barely sees the Colossus towards the end, but he can deduce that it is going to be Colossus as a follow-up. So he knows. He knows the charge is late, and he breaks out. Does break out. There is soon to be a second Colossus. That might be enough. Clem is committing. He doesn't pull the boys. Behind this, no third CC yet, but still just rallying. Drop into the natural. Oh, hero's in position. Nicely done. He will clean this up. Shuts down the meta. Here comes the main army. He stims in. He wants those Colossi. And can he get them? First tank is going to go down. Here he's holding. He is holding on. Clem going for the drop. Phoenixes will punish. And herO, he's shutting this down. So far, so good. Yeah, the Medevacs are falling one after the other. There's no escaping this. Does escape with one. The army's out of position. The third base may even go down. Oh, he's stimming in. He's going for the Nexus. He will target it, and it will fall. herO just getting pulled apart. Again, herO just wasn't ready for this. Was not in position. Behind this, drop into the main, going for more probes. And this is getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand here. 11, 12, 13 probe, 14! 14 probe kills! And herO isn't dead, but he's crippled here. Lost an expansion, lost a mineral line. Bio army still standing strong. herO, he can't fight this head on. Colossus looking very exposed. And Clem, he sims in. He wants a Colossus, he gets one. Takes down one, doesn't quite get the other. Still a better trade for Clem. Here's committed. Oh no! Oh gosh. Losing an immortal. Yeah, the mines, they pop off. And here he's forced to engage here. Still not ideal. He's still out in the open. These Colossus, they're just so fragile. They're still moving in. Still pushing him when he has to. And what can he do? He's behind. Here, he has to go for the kill. Here and now. War Prism has arrived. More Zealots. More reinforcements. He's up the Widow Mine. And here is all in. He's all in here. He has to break this natural. Is pushing forward. The boys are being pulled. And nice lift here from Clem. And does pull the boys. Viking chasing down the Colossus. Does hold on for now. Doesn't commit. Colossus, they survive. They do survive. Diving in once again. Reinforcements have arrived though. Clem, he just has so many Marauders. Doesn't get the Colossus. They're so low. Deep in the red. Hot pickup. Nice control. Oh my god. The control. herO saves the Colossus. They're one shot away from going down and they're gonna fall. One Colossus remains. And City down to 0. herO, he's running out of steam. He's running out of army. Losing everything here. And this is all that herO had left. It's all that he had. And it just was not enough. And Clem is pushing. He's moving out. There's nothing to stop him. Like the Colossus, it's barely standing. Oh god, it's not anymore. Colossus goes down. There's one more reinforcing Colossi, but there's no prism, there's no control, there's no micro. And Clem has done it. Clem, he breaks through. Went all the way to the ace match. herO, he was so close to claiming this series, but GG gets caught, and Clem, he will take the series 3-2, becoming this week's WardiTV Monday champion. GG. GG, well played. A very, very intense final game here. Again, Clem, he popped off. He was able to break through the expansion, got into the mineral line. Initially, herO, he was defending well. Initially, herO, he deflected the first push. Initially, herO, he kept up with the first drop, but he overreacted, or he overextended. When we saw the drop into the main base, herO, he responded with everything. The entire army rotated into the main, and that exposed the third. And that allowed Clem to kill the third base and to snowball from there, to just snowball into a win. All it takes is one opening, one lapse in judgment, and Clem will take advantage of you. He will take advantage of you. He will abuse that, and he will take the game. GG. GG, well played. herO, he was torn apart. Likewise, I feel like El Dorado was a bittersweet game as well, because El Dorado was like, bam, Hellion run by GG. Like that's kind of what it was in on El Dorado. So that was a little bit anticlimactic. But here, you know, we popped off. We saw herO force into the all-in. Barely didn't break it. Actually, quite similar to game 4. Now that I think about it, both El Dorado and this game, we saw Clem do crippling damage early on and forcing an all-in out of herO. So did force the all-in twice, and with that did survive twice as well. GG. GG, well played. Clem, he will claim the series. He will be our champion. Shout out to herO though, because herO, sure, he may not have beaten Clem, but he forced the ace match. herO, he defeated MaxPax in the semis. He went to the ace match against Clem in the finals. It was a very impressive performance. GG, well played. And with that, I'm sure we're going to get a rematch in a couple of hours. For those that are curious, both Clem and herO, they typically stay up. They stay up and they play in the Monday Night Weekly as well. We don't cast that here on the channel. That is covered by some of the European casters, by Rotterdam, by the other language casters. I want to say maybe sometimes Zombie Grub does stay up, or sometimes Steadfast casts as well. Sometimes you have some other coverage, but do check it out over on their respective channels, as the Monday Night Weekly is about to begin in half an hour. Let me just double check. Yeah, in half an hour. So half an hour is Monday Night Weekly. We are going to be going to bed. We're going to be live in 8 hours. We're going to be live in 8 hours time with our next broadcast. Switching our scenes over, let's catch up on our schedule. Here we go. The next cast here on the channel is going to be at 10 a.m. KST. That is going to be the Pigasaur Monday. Pigasaur Monday is up next here on the channel. Again, that's going to be in 8 hours time. We're going to be live here broadcasting some more StarCraft. herO is probably going to be there as well, alongside many other players. Players like Trigger, players like Dark, Cure. Sometimes Clem and MaxPax stay up. Not always. It's very rare actually, but sometimes they stay up for that as well. Do check it out. Gonna be a lot of good fun. Likewise, we're gonna be live tomorrow in less than 24 hours with the OC King of the Hill. That is, of course, a King of the Hill best of 1 format where we get 15 players and purely best of 1 to determine this week's King of the Hill. So look forward to that on Tuesday. Likewise, on Wednesday, we have Code for Giants Cup. On Thursday, we have the Pondcast. Friday, we have FSL, SEL, SDO, and Sparkling Tuna Cup as well. Plenty of content, plenty of StarCraft on the horizon. If you see something you like, if you want to tune in yourself, then check out our YouTube channel, ! Socials in the chat. You will get a link to our YouTube. We do upload on YouTube on a daily basis. Plenty of content to dive into. Plenty of content. It's beautiful, it's amazing. So do check it out. Otherwise, we're wrapping up. Also, if you want to help support us monetarily, you can do so via Patreon, ! Patreon in the chat. You'll get a link to our Patreon channel here. All the money on Patreon goes directly towards our tournaments. We host events, monthly events like Sea Duckling Open, Masters on Open. We host weekly events like Sparkling Tuna Cup. It is all funded via Patreon. So if you want to help support us, if you want to help support the StarCraft scene, you can do so via Patreon if you wish. We're close. We're so close to our next goal. We're almost there. This is like taking it easy. Yes. If you notice, usually we cast twice a day, every day. This week, we're taking it easy. I say this week, this month. This month, we're taking it easy. We are still going to be casting on a daily basis, but as you can see, we have multiple days where we only have one cast. It's beautiful. So multiple days we only have one cast. That means that we have more time to sleep, we have more time to rest, and more time to stream and play other games as well. So I should be live on some of those days on my personal channel with some ladder, with some StarCraft ladder, some Final Fantasy, some other games as well. Again, I got Final Fantasy 16. I got Final Fantasy 16 for my birthday, actually, back in October. And first thing, I couldn't play it because my PC wasn't good enough. Then for Christmas, I upgraded my PC, but I haven't been able to play it really. I've had like maybe 4 streams, I want to say. I've barely touched it. I just haven't had the time. We've been casting so much. Coming into March, I can finally stream some Final Fantasy. I'll finally stream some ladder sessions as well. Gonna be fun. Gonna be amazing. Gonna be a great time. More of a chill kind of setting as opposed to us casting. And yeah, check it out if you're interested. Check it out. Only quacks when. No. Este Siler. You're an animal. But ! Light in the chat. You'll get a link to my Twitch channel. And again, I'm only ever live there whenever we're not casting. So it's very rare actually. I don't get to cast too often. Maybe like once a week sort of thing. Sorry, I don't get to stream too often. Maybe once a week sort of thing. But check me out there if you wish. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. Again, we're going to be back in 8 hours time with Picasso Monday. Or we'll be back later on tomorrow night in OC King of the Hill. Regardless, plenty of StarCraft here on the channel. Do follow us if you want to tune into some more StarCraft. Otherwise, thank you so much. Stick around. We're going to be giving another StarCraft streamer a raid. We'll find someone to send everyone over to. Find someone. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Hasta luego. Ciao, papi, ciao. Hasta luego. See you next time.